Namaste and Happy New Year. Welcome to the morning show with good morning and welcome to Life Examined. This is the morning edition of Life Examined and Happy New Year to you, 2022. I am happy for you to be here with me and thank you for taking out time of your day to include me as part of your morning. Let's get started. Scan this QR code for a chance to win $100,000. It's totally free. All you have to do is scan this code. Oh, but by the way, before you submit, please submit all your information, including, and most importantly, your email. You cannot bypass the screen without your email address, which means more to a marketing agency than your blood or your verification of using their service. Your email address can be sold and resold. Is anything ever that free? $100,000. Who won anyway? By the way, if you're not familiar with Life Examined, it is a photography show. I myself am a photographer. You might have seen my photographs around the internet. My background is in technology, education, theater, writing, and overall customer service. It is totally for entertainment purposes only. Let's continue. Sometimes a sticker is given as a form of approval. Here you are, I have paid for this merchandise. Here you are admitted to come to the school because you finished filling out a questionnaire. Here you are, a sticker on top of your paper because this paper was an outstanding one above all other papers. Sometimes a sticker comes in the form of a diploma to assert your knowledge of a subject above someone else's. Sometimes it comes in the form of a restaurant entry. Before you go in, do you have your sticker that says you are okay to eat here without your papers? Stickers, the longest form of societal approval, continues, but things will start changing. I guarantee it. I have seen it already. Hope that you are well. I hope that this new year you are encouraged through positivity, encouraged through standing up for yourself in your own life, that you are now ready to make you the kind of person that no one else can become for you. The kind of person that you need to be for you to be okay with your life, away from the news stations, the news anchors, the headlines, the short form of information that invades and penetrates itself into your mental focus on a daily basis. You must agree with all these boxes before you are approved to move on, before you are admitted. Your approval is important. What other people think of you is more important than your own self, sometimes even more important than your own health. But do not be discouraged. Things are changing. It always seems rough while you're going through it, but just know that centuries and generations before this, have experienced the same kind of troubles. And whatever the troubles were in their time, they found a way. There always were people that found a way to keep living and kept progressing. Stop looking backwards. Stop stopping yourself before you even get started. Think about all the businesses and all the ideas that you had before everything stopped. They are still able to get done. The only thing is that you needed to take a pause. But even in that pause, get ready, prepare yourself. How many motivational speakers you have seen that have just stopped because now they have nowhere to speak, or they're not generating enough income, or for whatever reason? That is your time. And if you know someone like this, you might want to encourage them with just a few words. Again, this is a photography show. This is an images show. You can find my images for sale, as well as you can hire my services online through Instagram, through Facebook. Each way is welcome. Let us continue. Do you give money to the homeless, to the less fortunate, because it makes you feel better, or because it makes them feel better? Do you not give money to the homeless or the less fortunate, because you know that they're going to buy drugs and alcohol with it, or because you just don't want it and feel that that's what they're going to do with the money that you give them? Is it a moral dilemma for you, or is it just more of not voluntarily and save your funds for something better? Something to think about. YouTube has removed the dislike buttons from their videos. So now you can see the likes, you can see the thumbs up, or you can, but the default setting will be not to see the thumbs up or the thumbs down. You can still see the amount of views, but the question that one would have is, who does this benefit? What kind of videos were being exposed or being disliked more than being liked from the narrative that is being given to you? Who does the dislike button being removed benefit the most? Sometimes it was the most interesting part of any current video. And it's the comment section next. Will the comment section be the new area where people gather and share their ideas and voice their displeasure, as well as approval of certain things and belief patterns over others? Who does that benefit? Removing the thumbs down button. If you grew up in New York City in the 1980s, you will remember that after a certain hour, if you had Paragon cable, which later became Time Warner cable, which now is Spectrum cable, a show by a woman who was in a famous movie back in the late 60s, I believe the name of the movie was Debbie Does Dallas. Debbie Does Dallas. And her name was Robin Bird, Byrd. And it was sort of an X-rated show. It came on at midnight, 12 a.m. And you would see mostly topless, never bottomless, but it was filled with just different, what now you would consider outcasts of society. And she would go around playing with them and doing things that would seem taboo to the church or to probably most people at that time. But it came on from midnight to about 3 o'clock. If you had Paragon cable, Time Warner cable, I don't know if she's still on or if she's still in business, but it was one of those shows that it was on a public access station, which is a free station for anyone who lives in the city. They can broadcast whatever they want on those shows. And when I say anything they want, I'm talking about anything they want, because I've seen some strange things on those shows growing up on public access during primetime hours as well as daytime hours. So I just wonder if she's still in business. It was a lot of 900 numbers for a lot of things that are now considered normal, back then were taboo. And so it's funny because only if you grew up in New York I think you got this kind of programming in your public access channels as part of your cable streaming. Robin Bird. Look up the Robin Bird Show. Similar to, before that, I believe it was Midnight Blue with Al Goldstein. Someone has liked, someone has visited your profile on Classmatescom. That's a name from the past. I'm sure you didn't even know that you had an account, or that, or if you ever opened one, that people were still using it. Who is safeguarding your information? And who is this person looking at your profile from years ago on Classmates.com, from the class of 72, from the class of 87, from the class of 96? Is it someone that you want to reconnect with, or is it someone that you just wish to leave in the past where they belong? What do you take with you from your past? Does your past fit in your future? Do you keep going forward, or do you keep going backwards to gain some traction? What do you do in your life personally? Classmates.com. Has anyone ever subscribed to that site, at least to see who the person was, to unlock that feature? Who have you sold your email to? Who is that person who looked at your profile from years ago, who must now invade your email, and now you have to pay to see who it was? It's a marketing tactic that doesn't seem too user friendly, because once you get to that paywall, you might just want to leave, even if it's $2.95 to unlock that name. If you grew up in New York in the 90s as well as late 80s, you were also privy to knowing what the Howard Stern Show was. It was every bit politically incorrect. Baba Booey, Robin Quivers, Fred Norris, and the rest of the Rat Pack. It's funny, and a lot of listeners to the Howard Stern Show would say that he has changed a lot. A lot of the opinions that he holds now are not opinions that he would be comfortable with back then. Are people allowed to change as they get older, or do they just expose themselves for who they always were? Do we give people enough time to change within themselves? This is an image show. This is a photography show. Totally about point, click, shoot. Of the things that make you feel worse, there are a few things that have been proven to make you feel better. Of those things are disconnecting. Leave everything behind. Try this. Just consider this. Going a day without looking at your phone. Going a day without uploading anything. Going a day without watching television. Going a day without watching a movie. Going a day without listening to music. Or if you listen to music, going a day without listening to music with words. Just instrumentals or classical music or jazz instrumentals. Approaching things from a different point of view. How will that affect your life and your vantage point? Other things that have proven to make you feel better: exercise, moving the body, maintaining the body in constant motion. Family, being around family and the people that knew you or know you or expect the best from you or hold you to a standard. Those of you who have that sort of family. Other things that help you feel better are going outside, just walking. Let's say you set a goal for 5 minutes. Those 5 minutes will then turn into 10 minutes. And within those 10 minutes, when you come back, you will feel recharged, refueled, and re-energized for the rest of your day or for the rest of the things that you need to do during your day. This is 2022. Who are you going to receive your motivation from after the motivation has been taken out of your society, after demoralization has become a way of life. How do you wear this? Something like that. All those things that I've just listed that make you feel better are exactly the things that you are being told to be disconnected from because of the big stop. You are not depressed. You are low, you're running low on action. You are running low on courage. You are relying on social media for your happiness. Think of the person that you want to be this year and think about the action that it will require to become that person. Think about the people that will never know that this is possible and that you are not one of these people. Do you want to fit in? Do you want to be part of the crowd? Do you want to live your life? Do you want to wait until everything is over before you take action? What do you want to do? What do you want to see? What pictures do you want to shoot? What images do you want to remember? If you found anything useful from this video, please hit the like button, share a comment, share with your friends, but most importantly, make it work within your own life. Go on and take on the day.
This has been a Gilbert King Elisa production.